Welcome back. We're in the Caples Valley. Daniel Hamilton, 1932, so a few moons ago. This one's 9 by 10, 29 and 3 long by 27 on the right, and the spread is 27 and 5/8. The span is 22 and 3/8. Beams are 4 and 4. The coronets are 7 and 1 by 6 and 7. The brow tines are 8 and 4 by 9 and 1. Trays are 8 and 3 by 11 and 3. The guard tines are 9 and 6 by 8 and 6, leaving 6 by 7. The palms, the length without points is 12 and 6 by 14 and 5. The width without points is 5 and 2 by 4 and 4, and the width without points is 7 and 2 by 7 and 5/8. Another round 238. Unfortunately, we know nothing at all about the taking of this buck, except it seems from the records, and as far as we are aware, it is possibly the finest specimen ever taken from the Caples Valley. Considering the number of comparable trophies secured in the neighbouring Greenstone and Mararoa valleys, it is perhaps evident that the Caples Valley fails to provide as good an environment as its adjacent watersheds. When Jim Burgess, Norman Douglas, and the author hunted the Caples Valley during the rut of 1957 and prior to our moving into the past burned area, a collection of antlers from both animals killed and cast were located at the old homestead up the valley. These tended to suggest that there must have been at least a few trophies of merit taken out of this valley during the 2 decades prior to the Greenstone area coming into its own. If this is in fact the case, where have they gone? Earl Jellicoe, while Governor-General of New Zealand, enjoyed the privilege of hunting in this valley, and evidence of his visit still existed there until recently. This took place during the 1920s, and considering the fact he would have been taken there by people with a knowledge of the area and its trophy-producing potential, leads one to believe that over this period the Caples Valley must have been considered to be the superior proposition for securing a trophy buck. Interesting, fascinating. Earl Jellicoe as well. My grandfather and uncle, both Jellicoe Sea Scouts down there in Southland. Interesting stuff. Next we've got, this one's called The Owner, which is Ronald Hogan. It's picked up from Pollock in 1984. Join us there to hear the story of Ronald Hogan's picked up trophy. Catch us then. Kia ora, you're listening to the 235 Club, the New Zealand Big Game Record Series, the Fallow Deer Volume 3, written and compiled for the New Zealand Deer Stalkers Association, Incorporated by D. Bruce Banwell. Volume 3 of the series of New Zealand Big Game Trophy Records, written and compiled by D. Bruce Banwell on behalf of the New Zealand Deer Stalkers Association, Incorporated. Published by the Halcyon Press, a division of Halcyon Publishing Limited, PO Box 360 Auckland, 1015 New Zealand, printed through Collarcraft Limited, Hong Kong. The copyright D. Bruce Banwell, 2003, first published 2003, all rights reserved.